This crazy transformation, the only explanation we get from this man is,
for a second, I felt like I was Greninja.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, man. You know I was
hey, welcome to chapter 2 of the Kalos trilogy, and hey, don't worry if you ain't seen chapter 1, you can watch these two in either order, cause today's story runs parallel to Alon's. If Alon's the coldest trainer in Pokemon history, today's topic has a high case to be the coldest Pokemon, so sit back and relax as we cover Greninja's path to greatness. Let's get to it with chapter 1, Freaky Ass Frog. Now let me tell you right now, you don't just get this type of aura overnight. Niggas knew since he was a youth that he was destined for greatness. And let me show you why. You see, despite the chill Greninja look with the covered face and straight posture, Froakies don't actually start off this nonchalant. They're actually extremely chalant. Every Froakie likes to sing, likes to dance, they just like having fun in the sun. Every Froakie except this one. He posted up in the back on this rock knowing since birth that while the others were frolicking in their frubbles, my man was training on some shinobi shit. Take punch, punch, punch. Brother, you live in a resort. You have no ops. But the funny thing about being unique is niggas start to get mad at you. His homies pulled up like, oh, what are you training for, you silly goose? We live in a sanctuary. Forget all that ninja stuff. Come to the pool. But our Froakie wasn't having any of it. He was like... And long story short, it just got to the point that the Froakie village got tired of this vibe terrorist and decided to jump his ass out the village. So after getting shamed out the Chalant Froakie Alliance, our frog decided the only path left for him in life was to put himself up for adoption, aka become a starter Pokemon, and just pray that some caring trainer would come along and change his broke ass life. But unfortunately, these trainers were almost as weak as his ex-homies. You got niggas with no battling XP, no colored hair, no swag, no aura, man. That's what we talking about, ain't it? And these bums were so deprived of sauce that Froakie couldn't even go a week on an adventure with these trainers before either leaving their bum asses to come back to the professor or be returned by the trainers themselves, complaining that, I don't know, Sycamore, he just doesn't fucking listen. Let me just swap him with Fennekin or some shit. Maybe then I'll be able to beat Viola's bug gym. And from this graphic, this shit happened at least 8 times. But of course, all this Tinder trainer edition stopped when he finally met the kid. He saw this motherfucker drop out of Prism Tower after trying to challenge the Lumio City Gym with a grand total of 0 badges, and like a cheesy high school movie went, this kid's got spunk. So he stalked Ash, and stalked, until he finally saw something that cemented that this dude right here is a real ass nigga. You see, Team Rocket jumped Ash as he was in a battle with Clement, and after he took this massive hit from a Wobbuffet Mirror Coat, he delivered one of them speeches. Clement was like, Ash, don't you know Mirror Coat reflects special attacks that double the damage? We'd be better off forfeiting. But Ash was like,
hell nah, Clement, I might be stupid and rash and have an aging problem and have plot armor and make poor choices and never wash my clothes and don't really know how to build a team, but one thing is for certain, I've never been a bitch.
And that's what did it for him. Froakie was so inspired that before Wobbuffet could return with another Mirror Coat, he jumped in and tanked that shit. Do you know how bad a double-powered Electro Ball from Pikachu would hurt a level 5 Froakie? But it don't matter because he got that frog in him. So he leaps towards Meowth and says,
Froakie, bro.
Which gotta mean, you better get your bitch ass on somewhere. Then soars into the air, sends his Frubbles that bypass the Mirror Coat, because it isn't actually a move, to get these bitch ass niggas blasting off again. So now, Froakie was definitely interested, but with 8 flops, it'd take a little more for him to know Ash was the one. So fast forward a bit, and Team Rocket has now brainwashed Sycamore's Garchomp and caused it to rampage throughout Lumio City. So Super Ash over here, of course, went to go handle it, and Froakie tagged along. And he ended up seeing this man climb up to Prism Tower, try and talk no jutsu this unstable land shark, and avoid attacks like one gust of wind couldn't turn him to Ash Ketchum. That type of dedication is contagious, so when Garchomp took one too many steps back and almost fell off this bitch himself, Froakie used his Frubbles to keep him planted while Pikachu iron-tailed the brainwashing collar off his neck. But then Froakie saw something that cemented Ash as the one. Pikachu fell off the tower, and with 0 hesitation, Ash dove off that shit like an Olympic diver, bitch. These niggas can't believe their eyes. And that's that, bro. He said, oh nah, this nigga's him. So after Ash got his dex and was about to set off on his adventure, Froakie stood at the gate, nodded his own Pokeball to him like, you know what time it is, bro. And this is how you know he was fiending. No battle, not even a gestural toss from Ash. My man jumped towards that shit and pressed the button his damn self. And since that day, they've been locked in. Extremely locked in, some may say. But we'll get to that soon. Now, even though Froakie was OD eager to get onto the team, he still didn't really know how to be a team player like that. Probably because of his loner past. And his record with Ash to start was straight booty. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. My guy was a loser. And it started with this fucking fletchling. You see, as they're walking on Route 4, this wild Dedenne dropped the berry on the gang's head and Bonnie instantly fell in love with it. But the moment she's about to return the berry back to Timu Pichu, this fletchling swoops in with vim, flaps up to this branch, puts his foot on the berry like TT at the corner flag, and gobbles it in front of them. Nah, this bird is a prick, fam. Then he starts taunting like, which gotta be code for get back, nigga. Froakie seen the absolute scenes that this caused and said, oh nah, I'm gonna handle this shit myself. And despite Ash wanting to deal with it with, you know, his demon electric type, Froakie leapt up himself just to end up shit was bad, bro. They had to hold my guy back. Luckily, once Froakie deeped that he got a whole trainer to handle the strategy part of battling, he was able to get his get back later. My man was able to chase the fletchling around, dodge his attacks. He even used the decoy made of Frubbles to get him caught in place to hit him with the stare of doom and bubble it down until Ash was able to catch it. I'm thinking, wait a minute. This slimy little guy battles with some swag. Surely we can string some dubs together. But nope, he lost his very next battle. Peep this battle against his kindergarten teacher named Penelope and her Sylveon. Now this battle had a ton on the line now, because Penelope said, I'll tell you something, sugar. If I beat you in this battle, you gotta come with me, sweetie.
Get this cougar away from me, Steve.
Hey, fucking yo. Froakie, you cannot fold my guy, and he tried his best. After taking a nasty fairy wind into a tree, he was on some shinobi shit and knocked these apples towards Sylveon. She hit it with that 64 in palms, but it was just a decoy, and Froakie came down and slammed a water pulse from the top ropes. But as soon as Ash gets Froakie to close in for the final move, Sylveon, use attract. Oh hell nah! Oh hell nah! A direct fucking Cupid arrow to the domas. But could such a vain move really break the lone or nonchalant frog who's about his business? Absolutely. Hey, we all got hormones, man. Not only did she ever do it the most, but she close didn't kiss the nigga. This level of oral loss had him vexed all day. He had no choice but to spend his time out his Pokeball farming that shit back like, aight, my nigga, we see the fit. Plus, he can farm that shit as much as he wants. It's not gonna erase the L's he's taken already. My guy's got all the flair and dribble moves in the world, but it's not translating to winning. Even the fletchling, you ain't get his HP to 0. You got it to the red for Ash to catch. So it's clear that Froakie is in need of a good old-fashioned training arc. If he's gonna lock in on some real demons later on, we can't be losing to fodder, my guy. And luckily, a few days later, the perfect sensei came to their aid. You see, Ash and Froakie were training by this waterfall when out of nowhere they hear,
That shit is weak.
and I kid you not, this voice came from a literal ninja named Sanpei and his Frogadier. Not one of those ninja wannabes from the games either that'd hide behind the cardboards. Fuck these guys, by the way. I'm talking this guy is a real ass ninja. So you already know Ash didn't waste no time, and he instantly starts talking shit like,
Wow, a ninja. How about some frog versus frog?
pussy. I think you mean frog versus frog. We're not in the same tax bracket, little nigga, but we'll give you the pity fight. And this fight was just pitiful. I ain't gonna lie, this is the most big bro versus little bro shit I done ever seen in my life. He dodged his bubbles, he dodged his pounds, he toyed with him with smoke screens, he even got his ass with a decoy. This man Froakie even closed his eyes to sense his presence, and still fell for it. His water pulses pulsed harder, his quick attacks attacked quicker, and in the end, it was only the mercy of Sanpei that stopped him from sending Froakie to the fucking frozen isle. I mean, they lost so bad that Ash had no choice but to bow down like,
Please put me on, big bro. I've never seen a quick attack so quick.
and you know that glaze had Froakie burning. Look at my man, literally shaking from rage. Like, my nigga, where is our pride? The groveling worked enough for Sanpei to agree, and he set out to train them. They go from jumping, to walking on water, to branch hopping, and whole time Frogadier is just hating. Niggas never want to put you on. A full day of training passed, but somehow Froakie's quick attack was still too slow. So when it got to crunch time versus Team Rocket, Froakie just said, fuck it. If I can't outspeed these niggas, I'ma just outsmart them. And miraculously whips out a double team instead. I don't really know how the logistics of this shit works, but I digress. Either way, Sanpei blessed this duel with some sauce. And it wasn't long before they had to return the favor. You see, some weeks later, while Ash and Froakie were training again, they found the homie Sanpei knocked unconscious.